SEO.
They know. I don't know why they look surprised. They know.
Welcome back to the Unexpected Radio Show. This is part 2 right here in the building with one and only Big Boots of the Beat Bully. Billy Hustle's in the building with us. If you didn't see part 1, and I am DJ Twistin here, man. We are back. We're jumping back into things, man. We're going to talk a little bit about everything. You got the Michigan jacket on. So we will go ahead and address that first and foremost. Since we didn't talk about it, he's wearing the Michigan jacket, folks.
America, our team.
Before we go any further, y'all see the South Carolina man on the table.
That's a hometown.
I'm assuming this household is a Gamecock household.
Hometown.
Yes, God's playing the Michigan jacket to
will
us.
always be here.
God's playing the Michigan jacket to America.
That is fine. Go ahead and give your story.
Okay.
It doesn't take away the fact that you are wearing a Michigan jacket and you're a Gamecock fan.
Yes. First, let me explain. This is what I'm explaining.
Okay, that explains my laughing when it first came in.
Can I explain America? Number one, Gamecocks are my team. Shout out to the team. Beamer, you doing your thing. Glad we got Spencer Rattler out of there. Take your diploma and go somewhere, bro.
Beamer need to do some better motherfucking recruiting or get up on the shit. You're sleeping over there, boy. Wake up.
That part. But I'm a Gamecock fan, but we rock with the winners, you know? So, as America, I feel like if there's national championships, whoever the national championship winner is, we should show them some respect. So I pop down with the unless it's Clemson. Unless it's Clemson. You can't show Clemson no respect.
No damn orange. I ain't gonna say I ain't never wore the Michigan blue because like when we was coming up, they had certain shit like the Michigan, the Hurricane. They only had certain shit that was popular.
Right.
So I can say I done wore some Michigan shit, but ever since I became a full-fledged
Gamecock, you made the decision. That's it.
Listen, I'm explaining to America. I got 3 teams. I only really got one team.
Man.
Only
Three? Just 3?
Yeah, just 3. I only really got one team.
I'd probably win a national. My team would win a national championship too if I picked 3 teams.
Listen, I only really got one team, and that's Carolina, right? But I rocks with Dion. See the hat? I rocks with Dion. That's just representation. And my man's always here to rep the hood. And I had to. And then, okay, so that's 2 teams. Now the third team is.
I wonder. I'm gonna give you that because it could be the team that's on your jacket. Is
No.
big bright blue and yellow? Is
No. The third team is whoever win the national championship.
Oh my God!
Close, it's not Clemson.
Oh my God!
That's the third team.
I
always got to be
tip
right.
my hat, Michigan. My hands down. Had
Good job, boys.
Team. They did what they were supposed to do this year.
Salute.
15-0. Maybe the second or third team to do that.
We did it, baby.
No.
I'ma still
You
say
brought it home, baby.
And I'm gonna still say
Y'all did it.
Y'all won by
Clemson was
Vegas
the first
Stakes.
to go 15-0.
Huh?
I think Clemson was the first to go 15-0.
That's a needless stat. Why
Then
was
Georgia
these
went.
niggas?
Then Georgia went 15-0, and now they're the third team I believe to go 15-0. Michigan.
Life must really suck to be a Clemson fan, bro.
It's been a minute since they won one, but yeah, all right. So we agreed. Yep. Congratulations to Michigan.
My boys,
Yep.
we did it, baby. We did it.
And look, and just to clarify, they didn't do it, and you didn't know that they was going to do it until they did it, right? Until they did it.
You never know until they do it.
Clue that they were going to do it, but they did it.
You never know until they do it.
Yeah. So.
Shout out. This jacket might change next year. Who gonna do it next year? Who we repping next year?
It's going to 12 teams next year. All right.
I know the Dion jacket coming next year for sure.
We've had a lot of talks. We're going into the coach. All right.
All right, for sure.
We'll stay in the college before we go to the NFL. Had a lot of talks. That was the number one thing about Michigan.
Sure.
That's the bad thing about Michigan right now. Was the worst thing that could happen to Michigan at this point was Nick Saban retiring. Simply because you're not here. When's the last thing you've heard? Michigan just won the national championship for the first time since the 90s. Right? In decades.
I put this on just now. I was
that
thinking
was on
about
Monday. That was on Monday of last week, if I'm not mistaken. And on Wednesday, Nick Saban retires. You're not hearing nothing about Michigan anymore right now. That's all. If you scroll up and down, at least in this part of the region, you scroll up and down your daggone news feeds, you're going to see something about Nick Saban retiring and something about Alabama getting a new coach.
This why I gotta rock the jacket. You see why I gotta rock the jacket now?
I'm trying to bring them out.
Yeah, I gotta show them some love, baby, because ain't nobody showing y'all love. But remember, baby, EA shows you the love.
Yeah, whether they get the love or not, they know. I don't feel like they're getting, just because that happened, because that retirement happened the way it did, it stole all the goddamn limelight. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So but it's killing, but by far, hands down, I'm telling you, I've told you this off camera, and I'll say it on camera. The two best teams that I think should have played each other this year, which I would have said have been a really good, great game, Georgia and Michigan. Hands down. I would have liked to see that game. I paid to see that game.
So what happened? Who lost to where Georgia and,
the way the shit's set up again, it was set up, man, again, we all know we can sit here and beat this dead horse all day long about Florida State being in.
They shit in my boys.
We could beat this dead horse on who should have been in and who should have been out. At the end of the day, no matter how it was played out, you still got to go play your game, man.
Can I ask you a question, though? Can I ask America a question? And I kind of know how y'all feel.
Injuries.
But I'm gonna leave it to America in the comments.
What?
Right?
Sure, go.
Do you think the Florida State players, all of them, should have played that last game?
My opinion, I'm just gonna say yes. I've already told you that.
The contract done been signed. You not hurting my product.
That's what I said. I kind of know where everybody leaning, but I'm gonna ask that in the comments.
The contract has been signed, and you not hurting my product. You damn right. They sitting on the bench.
You solidarity. It ain't nobody playing in this mud. If I'm the coach, nobody playing.
I'm not with that.
What?
That contract doesn't go into effect until our season over with.
Right.
You're not doing that.
You gonna shit on me on national TV?
No, then
you gonna expect me to play?
If you sitting out, dude, because you going to the NFL and you don't want to risk injury, I can understand that. I can almost respect that to an extent. I can respect that more than saying I'm sitting out because
we lost the championship.
Ain't no loss.
How many set out?
We didn't go. We didn't go.
I'm talking about to determine.
20 players did not. 20 players did not play for Florida State.
What's the point of going? What's the point of playing?
20 players did not play. There's still 80.
We went 13-0. We did what we were supposed to do. What else? How much better could we be? How much better can you be?
Not enough to get to the championship.
We already went down this rabbit hole today when I told you about the levels of the competition.
America.
That's for
That's
the finesse in front of your eyes.
It's the scheduling, who you played, and how that works. And like I said, whether they got there or not, I mean, you going to tell me the outcome would have been any different with Florida State playing Michigan?
Nah, they wasn't going to do our boys like that. We did it, baby. Okay. Y'all got us home. Y'all was going to do it either way.
Again, that's where it comes down to them determining who the better teams are. It's not saying, I do agree with you on that. Like, a lot of that TV ratings has a lot to do with it.
It does.
But I still feel like, you still want to see those better games. Just like I said, you don't think Georgia would have gave Michigan a better game than Washington did? You think, especially after what Michigan and Alabama did.
The shit that everybody was talking, I'm going to tell you the game that I would really like to see would have been Georgia and Florida State.
For sure.
You saw that.
I didn't.
Well, you saw their third string play. It was 63 or 50 something. They blowed them out, bro. They beat shit out of them.
I'm talking about when it mattered.
They still had that.
You can't shit on me and then ask me to play these niggas. You can't do that. That hurts my feelings.
I'm not a football advocate. I don't know a whole lot about football. I don't keep up with it like that, but I do know a little bit, and a little bit that I do know from all the hype that I hear about it. That would have been a good game for the championship. So
But you see, but they actually played.
Let me ask you a question. No, but he played the third screen because them hitters wasn't in the game. And you want to know why them hitters wasn't in the game?
America, I'm just a highlight dude.
Yeah, but that time there wasn't no highlights for that game. Because, like I said, it was domination just because all the players didn't play. I'm not saying the outcome would have been any different. I'm not saying that because I'm still here telling you the top 2 teams in college football was Michigan and Georgia. As far as if you look at overall how they play and how they get down, they're going to push teams across the field. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to
I'm not even giving Alabama that credit of saying that they were one of the best teams in there. I'm just telling you Alabama was one of the best teams that will give any team a run for their money. You're not going to you might beat Alabama, but you're not going to drag Alabama. That's what Alabama proved to me this year. Period. Right. Were they the best team? No, I will openly admit and sit right here and tell you, no, Alabama was not the best team. I'm telling you right now, I would love to see Michigan and Georgia play. That would be a hell of a game. It would be. I would feel like that would go down just like Michigan and Alabama went down. It's going to come down to the end of the game. It ain't going to.
They had to generate that money. Went through Washington this year a little bit. They made it there.
And so Washington and Texas.
Washington made some bread. They made some bread.
Washington and Texas was a good game too, but
we was gonna beat anybody except the Gamecocks. If my team would have got there, we would have made it. We would have beat. Y'all wouldn't have made it.
This is where realistic college football doesn't come into play in having talks right here.
I'm a little biased. Just a little bit.
I see. You said if you think Carolina with the team would beat Michigan.
Not with Rattler.
Okay.
Not with Rattler.
We would have done better than Washington. It's all good, but don't.
And see that might be the case too, simply because you're playing an SEC team. Just like I said, now Michigan, when you go back and you look at the way Michigan played Alabama, that's the only SEC team they played, so that's the only reason I can compare SEC to that, right? They pushed Alabama up and down that field. If you go back and watch that game, Alabama got beat all game long. Michigan just had some fuck-ups that kept Alabama in the game and played all the way through. You see what I'm saying?
For sure.
It wasn't like Alabama was physically or competitively just as good as Michigan. They weren't. You know what I'm saying? I will say that they were not. And any fan that would say anything other is being unrealistic. You see what I'm saying? I can sit here and look at this and say, yeah, Michigan was just fucking us up and down.
They've been in the runnings for a while, man, but it's the new coach coming down.
Yep, we got a new coach from Washington, and we're getting hated on for that.
How you feel?
I'm with it. Anybody that can prove a winning record, how can you be mad? You know what I'm saying? It's not like Alabama could have easily went out and found Alabama ties. Everybody says Dabo. Like, that's what it's about. Dabo and Norvell was the first 2 picks, but it didn't happen. Dabo's shit, he signed a contract saying he couldn't go to Alabama. If he decided to take the Alabama job, you can look it up. This is public record. You can read that contract. His contract specifically says if he went to Alabama to take the Alabama job, leaving Clemson to go to Alabama, he would have to pay 150% of his contract price. Yeah, he could go anywhere else, but if you go to Alabama, you're going to pay 150%. So instead of a normal school paying him $5 million to buy out his contract or whatever, Alabama would have to pay $9 million or whatever the fuck it is, or $8 million. You see what I'm saying? So it's 1.5 more times if you go to Alabama.
That's a security
to keep your ass from going
to that school.
Yeah, but why would who in their clause decides and said, look, bitch, you can go anywhere else, but if you go to Alabama, you go pay double, because they know he's got ties to Alabama. He graduated from Alabama. He got a national championship.
They took Washington's coach, and that's Washington's first time to the big show. And since when?
Since the last time, believe it or not. The last time Washington went to the college football playoffs, they played Alabama and got beat.
I'm talking about to the championship, though.
They ain't never made the championship.
That's what I'm talking about. But the first time they do, they get their coach taken to move this way.
Weird.
Now, why the fuck they didn't, try to talk to him and be like, it wasn't the money?
The bag, you know it. I was just about to tell you, because the bag big over here. Nigga said 40 over here, and you gave me the 25.
If you're a coach,
the 40 look better than the 25.
If you're a coach and you think about it, man, you think about some of these destinations and these prominent schools and thinking you're a coach. Why would you not want to? Like, what would keep you from not wanting to coach at Alabama?
Hey, must be the money.
But I mean, the fact that it's a winning program. Alabama has tradition, major tradition in college football.
It's about the money. I could be in Illinois right now, and And we could be scrub.
Initially, but I promise you,
Alabama called me for their job, and they say, "Look, I know you're getting paid that 38 over there. We can only offer you this 30." Man, where the hell I'm going? I'm gonna give up an 8? We gonna chill.
And not if you're at a garbage ass program, a losing program.
Chill.
Fuck that, man.
We gonna chill.
You're crazy. Why would you do that as a coach if you have a better opportunity to better yourself and get?
Because I'm not willing to give up that $8 million.
That's terrible. See that's when it's about the money. That's to me. That's what hurts the game. You see what I'm saying? If you want to be that
game about, G.
No, it ain't. It ain't never been about the money. That's
all I'm trying to say.
That's why. Again, that's why.
They make billions off of the sport.
Quadrillions.
Not the way the coaching and the players should be paid.
If I can give you $50 million to sit on the sideline and call plays, you don't think I'll pay?
How much money you making there? If you can pay that one coach, you got an assistant coach.
I'm like,
No. I'm saying if you jump and ship like that, just like I said, why would you want to stay in coaching? No, why? No, if I'm a head coach and I'm in it for, that goes different. Like I know you said you play sports. How much sports did you play?
0%.
So see that I can understand that coach because you have no love for the sport.
Yeah, for sure.
If you have love for any of the sport, if you have no love for the sport, then why? It
only changes if you have ties.
All right, then let me ask you this: how do you respect a rapper that's in it for the money or in it for the actual?
I gotta respect both. I gotta respect both.
No, you can't. Do that.
So you can't respect a man that's getting his paper,
but it has no kind of style or whatever.
That's
or
not
anything
gonna hustle.
I can't agree with that.
That's not gonna. If he ain't got no skills to you, but a lot of men, other people is rocking that he making money. That's not gonna hustle.
You taking it totally different. I'm talking about a person that literally comes in and takes the rap for whatever they want and not really about it. Not really loving it.
But I'm saying, is he making money and people buying it?
No, not necessarily.
Okay,
not putting in the hard work. They're doing the favors.
Because it's not selling.
So
it's as simple as saying doing the favors and
coaching at a bullshit school. You just there. You ain't really winning no championships. You ain't doing nothing. You just in it for the fucking money. You just here. I don't care if we win.
Hey, boy, I put a lot of money into this program. You gonna let my boy play?
You get into shit like that too. Then fuck
my question.
You gonna come over here and chill over there? I'm gonna tell you what's right.
I don't get new plays when I go over there. I'm still gonna be coaching these same plays over there.
Yeah, but you got quality players that can actually execute your plays and win you fucking games. And then now, guess what? Now as a coach, now you got a winning record all of a sudden.
You looking at me, man?
The players do want to go to where they win.
Right. You want to constantly.
The big players want to go that they got a track record of winning.
What you talking about, G-Money?
That's the main reason why this dude left. Not only because of the bag, but the prominent fact that he's probably going to play and have more winning and exposure than he would ever get at Washington to begin with.
For sure.
It's a prominent job to coach at the University of Alabama.
They just blessed him in. He's the next Don.
Hopefully he can maintain. That's all I can say.
I'm happy. I don't know what the hell he was talking about. We've seen the.
You ain't giving him no $8 million.
He showed me the shit earlier, but he said something.
Bullshit, man. Stop that shit.
To coach at a school that I want to coach at, that I know I can win at.
That shit.
I'm giving up $8 million.
You see how players are already jumping ship on this nigga.
But again, I'm not because they don't know who he is. They want to go over here and work.
So you gotta already start the ship over. Fuck that. I'm not. If he had to give up money to go over there, fuck that.
Hey,
and no, there's no way he would
start over.
Again, you're talking about a scenario that would never fucking happen. But number one, if I'm coaching that goddamn San Diego State making $8 million a game, but they said, you know what, man, you can come on over to Alabama, we'll pay you $4 million and eventually get on up. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to the Tide. I'm going to Georgia. I'm going to Kentucky.
That's even more crazy. You're gonna turn down the 10.
The dude say, I come over here, hope we get a little glory hole.
That's Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones said something about a glory hole.
What the fuck is a glory hole?
You know what that is. They know what it is. I don't know if Jerry Jones necessarily knows what it is.
What is a fucking glory hole?
What is a glory hole in the comments?
Yeah, what the fuck is a glory hole?
We know what those is. My thing is,
you know what it is. Tell America what is a glory hole.
My thing, all right, I'll put it like this. All I want to know, Jerry, is do you want to be standing or kneeling?
Who's Jerry?
Jerry Jones said it.
Why y'all disrespecting Jerry Jones?
Because he the one said he wanted the glory hole.
That white man ain't do nothing to nobody lately.
He said he wanted the glory hole. All I want to know, Jerry, is are you standing or are you kneeling? That's it.
I don't know, Jerry.
So you figure that one out. Let us know if you're standing or kneeling, and we'll know where to go from there. I don't know,
Jerry.
Hate the Cowboys.
I know a Jerry, but I don't know that Jerry you talking about.
Jerry Jones, the owner of the Cowboys.
OC. Shout out to OC.
Jerry, yeah, OC. That's the true Jerry right there. The real Jerry. We got a broke Jerry, like we got broke Mike Jones and the real Mike Jones, right? We got the real Jerry Jones and the broke Jerry Jones. Hell, man. All right. So where do we go from here, man? We've already talked about the college football, man.
I was gonna ask you a question, man.
Shoot. What you got?
Seeing all the things moving around this summer, you know,
This
this summer, this January, you see your guys jumping ship on the new coach.
Yep.
You see other guys jumping ship on other teams.
That's
what are your expectations for next? Can I get predictions on the board for next season?
There's no way.
Come on, man.
There's no way. This is why I don't care for the NILs and the transfer portals like they jump and shit like they do. Because you can't, like Alabama lost to Michigan, right, this year. 12-2. Lost to Texas.
Yeah.
My team that I just watched this year and put all my faith in and rolled with and supported before the season started, after the season started, ain't going to be my team next year.
Because this guy going to be over here.
What? Yeah, you can't ride with the new
batch. What's wrong with the new batch?
Here's my thing.
Because it's going to
be
mid.
I don't even know who they are.
Because it's going to be mid.
No matter who comes, I'm going to rock with them regardless. But I can't tell you that, these guys that just played last year, they're fixing to be the shit because, number one, chemistry is everything in football. You know what I'm saying? If I play with you this year and don't play with you next year, and I got another wide receiver coming in as a quarterback,
you got to learn all.
You got to get a rhythm with those wide receivers now. You see what I'm saying? Everybody's got to get back on the same page of the snap counts and how we doing this and how we doing that. I'm gonna tell you
what it is.
So you can't. That's why I say. So how can I put my faith in this next team and say, yep, that's all right. Michigan, you got Alabama this year. You took y'all all the way to the overtime and the very last play, a 4th and 3 to beat Alabama. How can I say that same team because they're not going to be there? I can't say, Michigan, we got y'all next year. Because I don't know because all my players are jumping shit.
Just because I see the numbers. The Vegas numbers, it's going to be the rise of the underdogs. Just like, and it started a long time ago, with Cincinnati popping up on the NFL board. Like, how the fuck Cincinnati pop up on the board? Then the Browns, they started popping back up. The Chargers, when they was popping up, you know what I'm saying?
Rams.
It started in that era of the rise of the underdog.
But it ain't really the underdogs necessarily. If you go back and you watch previous years and their draft picks and pay attention to who they're trading, these teams are actually capitalizing on good draft picks. They're getting. If you look at just the past 2 years of some of the players that's come out, man.
Ocho was over there.
Ooh.
Cincinnati for a minute, yeah. But I mean, look, they got Joe Burrow. You know what I'm saying? Look at fucking Trevor Lawrence down in Jackson.
I fucking love
that. Say Joe Burrow about to come back. I heard something.
Trevor Lawrence, my nigga.
Joe Burrow about to come back.
Yeah, well, he's at Cincinnati. You see what I'm saying? He's at Cincinnati with the Bengals. He took him to the Super Bowl.
Cooking.
You know what I mean? You got Stafford. He's been around for a long time. You know what I'm saying?
He retired. One back.
But see, how can he won the Super Bowl? As soon as he leaves Detroit and goes to fucking LA, Super Bowl champion.
Get that nigga out of here.
So I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not
Trevor Lawrence, my boy.
He just had forever in Detroit.
So you don't think it's a society where, like, okay, we got these coaches, they inducted into our, shit. So we may move you around and send you over here, but we gonna know where to move you to get a championship. When we get the right team authenticated for you to come over here and get your championship, and then you walk up out of here.
Pops, put yourself in their shoes. And it'll tell you all what it is.
It's the bag.
In the NFL.
It's the bag. That's all I've been saying at the start. It's Vegas Stakes. It's America. It's Vegas Stakes.
When it comes to coaches,
it ain't your decision who wins the game or their decision.
Coaches are there in the NFL. This is how I feel. When it comes to the NFL, coaches, they're just there. They're just there to collect the check. That's all they are. They're not doing no for real coaching. Like coaching stopped at a college level when you really want to be the enforcer, because these are grown men making millions of dollars. All it takes is for them to get a wild hair up their ass and it's "fuck you, coach," and guess what? They're still playing next week.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Or the coach is gone. Or you
I've been trying to tell y'all, man, you never need a coach, bro.
At a college level, you have to have that because you still playing ball and it still takes that coach. See, that's why I said that's where
because you learn
the true fans are still there, because those kids, I felt like they played harder and wanted it more to get to that bag.
You don't need a coach, man.
You got to have somebody to coach and steer them in there. I mean, it's obvious. You look at, again, the only team I can reference that I watched through and through, day in and day out, or whoever and talk about, is Alabama. But you look at how Kirby's gone. Alabama has not been the same since they've lost to Kirby Smarts and the Lane Kiffins. You know what I'm saying? As their offensive coordinators behind Nick Saban.
There you go. Those are the real playmakers, the offensive and defensive coordinators.
Yeah, Nick still has a system.
The coach really don't have nothing but the brand. Yep. They want to be behind that brand.
You see Alabama's national championships and the coaches that they had during their national championships that they've won, those assistant coaches are no longer there. Kirby Smart's gone. Lane Kiffin's gone. Steve Sarkisian's gone. All of them to head coaching jobs. You know what I'm saying? Sarkisian's over at Texas. Beat Alabama.
So it's like I say, it's the system of, you go to Alabama, you're going up, whether you're offensive coordinator,
defensive coordinator. Somebody gonna pick you up sooner or later if you stay there. You know what I'm saying? And all that's probably gonna change simply because this new guy coming in. It's gonna take time. Do I expect Alabama to be in the playoffs or anything like that?
You think they're gonna be back like the Hoosiers?
No, I mean, do I think Alabama's gonna? Here's the question: is Alabama still gonna be competitive and play football? That's what you ask yourself.
That's why I asked you what's your predictions.
Yeah, I don't have any. I can't say what a record's going to be.
I believe they'll be competitive
and still be in there. But as far as will we win another national championship, I don't know. But if everybody's expecting Alabama to not be that team that'll still come out and play every week,
I think the underdogs,
sadly mistaken.
They opening the walls for the underdogs right now. It's the year of the underdogs.
And I'm cool with being the underdog. You ain't an underdog.
Friendly show.
How you become an underdog?
Man, we was ranked 13.
Man, ain't nobody want to hear that shit, G.
Where did we lost to Texas?
Underdog,
we fell to 13.
They ain't never been
the best coach. You got the best coach in history,
right,
and you got if not the most 5 stars, you got close to the most.
We was an underdog in the Michigan game.
Come on now.
And we lost. We was an underdog in the Georgia game.
Stop.
But we won. How do you lose to Texas and fall to 13 and not be the underdog?
Nah, we're not doing that.
How?
We're not doing that, G1.
How do you?
You already know how I feel about this. I feel like y'all shouldn't even win.
So
they shitted on my boys.
So how was we not the
13
underdog?
13-0.
So how are we not the underdog?
I feel what you're saying.
If we was 12-1, we wasn't supposed to be there. Nobody wanted us to be there.
I'm just saying.
But we beat all the right teams. We beat all the right teams at the right time.
This will make more money.
We beat all the right teams.
Fresh off coming off beating off. Fresh off beating Georgia.
If we
you want to play the underdog? We not doing that.
Look, that's the thing. If we would have played Georgia early in the season and beat Georgia early in the season, we wouldn't have won. It was.
You know why they let him go? You know why let him go? Because now,
fresh off beating Georgia, y'all.
The offensive coordinator gonna be the coach for Washington.
What did your boy say? Yeah, the offensive coordinator's already. No, he just that was on news today. That Washington didn't want to hire him. They didn't work out a deal with their offensive coordinator, so DeBoer hired him as the offensive coordinator at Alabama. Tommy Reese is out. Cool. Adios.
So both of them.
If you watch Alabama's offense this year, you think that offensive coordinator should stay? 49 sacks. You only putting up
The
by
defense.
I don't know.
All I'm gonna
The
say is
defensive coordinator would have been the shit.
listen,
Right?
all I'm gonna say is
Alabama's defensive coordinator. I don't know what's happening.
you
I don't know if he's still there.
you can't hire a new coach and tell him, hey, you gonna kick it with these same guys we've been had.
No, he's gonna
bring
have to
his
bring
homies in.
Who he wants to work.
He about to bring his niggas in. This is my clique now. Y'all had y'all time. It was y'all.
But
start doing that, but you gotta go. Clear that lockout.
You know, that's what I respect about him. He said I'd be a fool not to keep Nick Saban around as long as I can. So he's got Nick still under his belt. Nick's got an office still in Tuscaloosa, and he's gonna have.
Y'all better understand the mob. Nick making all the decisions right now.
So all right, so
behind the phone,
if you understand
he's just
that,
the puppet piece.
If you understand that, even though you seeing the chaos of players jumping ship. Do you think Alabama, as an outsider non-fan, is done for?
Not done for, but I think y'all got a couple years. I think y'all got about
what? Of being what?
Of being back down.
What? Like, what do you mean?
Y'all looking like us out here for
you thinking Alabama for the next couple years is like
about 2 years, 2 to 3 years? Yeah,
a 7-5.
Y'all back with us. Y'all, we see y'all. Hey, that little bus on the seat on the bus, y'all right next to us.
You think we're gonna fall that bad?
Right,
7-5. What about you guys?
We're gonna be.
You're sitting in the seat with us.
To y'all.
You sitting in the seat with us.
Okay, well, understand now. Alabama
hey,
does play South Carolina this year.
Y'all keeping Milroe?
I don't know yet.
I
don't know
if
he's going to.
If y'all keep Milroe, you can book. You can book.
Not worried about that, man.
You can book it.
Again, I'm not worried about that. I feel like this dude will bring in the key offensive players. And like I said, if worst case scenario, his offense is so fucking good, he gonna get to the point to where kind of like how Alabama was when they had, think about it, when they had Mac Jones and Devontae Smith and all them guys, or Tua and Jalen and Devontae Smith when Alabama was putting up 30 and 40 points a game. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Alabama's defense was dominant. But it could get to a point to where can your SEC offense score as much as mine? If we can score on your SEC defense, there's not very many SEC teams that put up 30 and 40 points a game. You look at these SEC games, they're like 28-14 and shit. You know what I'm saying? 28 points. This dude is capable of putting up at Washington.
I was about to say over there.
At Washington, he's capable of putting up anywhere from 40 to 60 points a game.
But that because like how you say, that's how they play over there.
And they ain't got no defense over there. That's what I said. If he can
run
do
and
that,
gun, baby. Run and gun.
And if he can do that, like I said, I can't say that he can't do it on an SEC team yet. He couldn't do it on a Big Ten team. You see what I'm saying? And the only thing we can compare the Big Ten to this year is Washington and Alabama. Because you see what they did with Ohio State and Penn State and everybody in their division. Washington and Alabama is the only two teams you would care for.
Can I make an unexpected show, unexpected radio show prediction?
Say it. I'm with it.
Y'all in the middle of the bus with us. We ain't gonna be in the back. We got Vanderbilt and shit.
7-5 is the average, but winning season.
That's what I'm saying. You gonna be in the middle of the bus with us. You know.
That's
we ain't gonna be trash.
That's a lot of games to lose. Alabama ain't lost more than 2 or 3 games.
Oh, we back.
How long?
We back.
10 years.
We back. The puppet got to get right.
And you understand too.
You think the puppet gonna be right on the first year? You think the puppet gonna be right on the first year?
I don't think he's gonna lose. I don't think he'll lose 5 games. You see what I'm saying?
That's the mark. I take that bet. I take that action.
No 5. $20. I'll give you $20 that Alabama will not go.
We do show bet.
All right, so whatever. All right, if it is, you go where?
You come in here with
Carolina,
Auburn.
All right, I'll wear Auburn.
I want to see some
Alabama
Auburn.
loses 5 games next year. I'll wear an Auburn. Okay.
I want to see some Auburn.
All right,
Well, you got to wear Clemson?
No, it's like, come on, man.
No, he got to wear Alabama.
I do that.
You got to wear the tie.
I do that. That ain't hard. That ain't even hard.
No, you got to make him do something he want to do.
That ain't even hard.
So you want to make it wear the Clemson? All right.
That ain't hard to me.
All right, that's fine.
But no. Hell no.
Clemson,
we got
5 losses. That's tough, man. And not saying it
Milroe
can't happen because
thank you,
if he's still there, like I said, it's hard to say again.
If he's there,
I can tell you right now, with this dude coming in, if Alabama's team would not have left and they would have stayed intact, everybody, when I could have banked on them coming back, let's say Nick Saban wouldn't left, I could guarantee you with that same team that we had this year.
But what you saying?
We ain't losing no 5 games.
But what you saying? He ain't left. He's still in the building. So he still got pulled around there.
Yeah.
So You saying?
But the people,
you think 75?
But we know that because
more than 75.
I guarantee Alabama. If I had to say our worst case scenario, 9-3.
3 games. That's it.
9-3.
Shit. Let me see your schedule.
I
got you. I pulled the schedule up.
I mean, everybody's saying we'll lose to South Carolina. We're gonna lose to Tennessee. We're gonna lose to LSU.
I bet I got action on that too.
What?
We going to head up this year?
Y'all coming to Tuscaloosa though?
Ah, damn.
I understand that Alabama packs over 100,000 people in this stadium.
If it was about to say you was coming to the crib, I want action on that.
Yeah, I said y'all playing in Tuscaloosa. Trust me, your odds of winning just skyrocketed in Vegas because of the new coach and the players transferring. But depending on when that game is during the season, is going to tell.
I want to see who we going to get.
If Alabama cuts ass all the way up to that, if Alabama cuts ass all the way up to South Carolina, then your odds are going down. But if Alabama's mediocre up until there and South Carolina shows their ass, it's a whole different story.
I want to see who we
again, just like y'all play Old Dominion the first game of the season.
Bullshit game. Should be.
So,
but might get our ass whipped.
Depending on who
not stepping on my people, but we lose some of this.
No, listen.
Those fucked up games like
the curse is gone, but he's just got his diploma.
But who you got coming in the quarterback?
That's what I'm saying.
I didn't look when I looked at some of the recruiting stats. You guys
can I do a little recruiting?
South Carolina got the 5-star, right?
Can I do a little recruiting?
What do you mean?
Can I do a little recruiting before we cut it off?
Yeah, say what you say.
I want to recruit. What's my nigga? Manning, Archie. Come throw the ball over here, man. We're a good old boy team. We can't count like we not.
You do got some good recruits coming in, and actually a bunch of 4-star players that's actually coming in, and 2 offensive linemen that's going to help big time. 2 4-star offensive linemen.
I think Rattler would be good if he stayed another year, but play some more parts around him. Some actual movement out there. The tight end, like the I forget the dude that's coming in versus the I think it's the tight end.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I didn't look at it. I just know I seen the 2 biggest things was what South Carolina needed was offensive linemen, because they were down to their 8th string or 8th fucking offensive lineman or something like that. So they needed that. So they needed 2 offensive linemen to come in, and they're 4-stars. I think they're both from in-state.
We need a real quarterback.
But you need a quarterback and all that good shit too, or whatever. But they're not bad, man. And here's the thing: is that when you look at that, when you look at the recruiting class that South Carolina just got in, okay, you look at that and you say, as a fan, finally my team's got some hope. We got a good looking team that came in, right?
G-Money, let me take my glasses
But understand, hold on, stop.
It got destroyed.
Hold on, I'm about to get on the rain because he talking about hope. How much hope we supposed to have? Because it's a lot of hope you asking the nigga to be having.
Again, you finally getting 4 and 5-star players coming in. It's you got some hope that your team can be good in a couple of years, right?
At the same time, Rattler leaving.
But you get another. You got another. I'm just saying. You looking at these other players coming in, and you starting to say, okay, we're finally getting these 4 and 5-star recruits. There's hope that our team will be good in the next couple of years when these players develop, especially if we can get a couple more in the next year.
Just like Rattler hauling ass right now, we need
the same thing. So again, as a fan, how can you be happy as a fan to know that these players that your team and school spend all this money and time going to recruit to get them to come to your school, ups and fucking leaves after 2 years, and your team is right fucking there where they fucking started at. Right fucking there where they started at. Aren't you tired of seeing your team being mediocre? Well, it's because of the fucking transfer portals and the NILs that these kids are fucking leaving, and these teams will not stay together.
Well, some
simple as that.
Need to go, man. Like y'all talking about Rattler, he was never him. We need a real quarterback. A nigga who can throw the ball, a nigga who know how to get out the pocket.
What was wrong with recruiting?
Play calling.
Well, again, what was wrong with the fair competition of recruiting? What's wrong with the fair competition of recruiting?
You gonna feel that way, you gonna feel that way because you an Alabama fan. You would not feel that way if you was a Illinois fan. They don't never get no motherfucking.
Y'all understand that Alabama went from 1993, from while I was alive, from 1993 to 2009, before we even won a national championship.
Yeah, you talking
Just
about
as
the
long as
past.
anybody else.
We talking about what y'all been doing is from 2000.
But from 2009.
How about just about say 2008? From past that, what you been doing?
Fine.
Tides
Cooking.
changing.
Cooking.
Right.
The tides
That's all
changing.
I'm
So
saying.
again, but
so they had to swap it up from 2008 to 2024, bro. They had to switch something up. We can't do
why do
that.
you have to switch up? Boy?
Because that's
what
you got a
felt.
stranglehold on the community.
Name me
We
another
can't do
coach.
that.
Name me another
Ah,
coach
we
in
can't
col-
do that.
Name me another coach in college football that has stayed at the university for 17 years. Name me another coach at their team that's been there for 10 years.
Lou Holtz.
No, today, right now.
Oh, right now.
That's why Lou Holtz was so good at Notre Dame, because he stayed there forever and built the program. Kids wasn't jumping ship on him. He built his recruits, and it took him time. And once he did, Notre Dame became a powerhouse under Lou Holtz.
Mm-hmm.
You can't build a team and a program if the kids have the free will to leave when they want
It's about
to.
longevity.
Get your money.
Why?
Man. We can't knock niggas' hustles.
So okay, so
I'm
after that, let me
gonna
ask you
build
this.
up my machine to let somebody else take some pieces. Take
Right.
some bit. I feel you.
So again, if you're a coach and you've been doing this all your life and you won 7 national championships like Nick Saban has, now all of a sudden the game has changed, and now all of a sudden, instead of you pulling your hair, you're not going to pull your hair out no more for a team when the kids can leave when they want
You
to.
just took
Why? I've made all the money I need to make. I've won 7 national championships. I don't need to sit here and let the kids dictate what my team's going to be.
But what's that first
from
thing you
year
said?
to year?
You just
But what's
took-
that first thing you
You
said?
just
What?
took my molding
Made
transmission.
all the money I need to make. Well, I mean that's anybody. Even if it was $1 million or $15 million, whatever it is, you good. Why sit there
You
and
took
work
my
and
molding
do shit?
transmission.
No, you
Try
gonna
to
take
coach.
that because you gonna get that money. Make no mistake.
I'm
He was
saying-
winning national championships, but make no mistake, they was paying him handsomely to do so.
And he did. Would you pay a motherfucker that handsomely to not win nothing and be a scrub?
he do that
Like
all the
everybody
time.
keeps talking about Lane Kiffin. Lane Kiffin should have came out about it. Lane Kiffin has done wonders with Ole Miss,
So you gonna take
but
the
he
drop?
ain't won no
So
damn
you gonna take the
national
drop?
That's
when
why I
they be
asked
like, you got that money. You gonna take the drop?
What do you mean? Take the money for what?
He ain't taking no
Just
job.
letting them win the championship.
He ain't taking
You
no
gonna
job.
do a scam?
no,
Newton?
You not taking no job.
Are you gonna do a scam Newton?
No, I'm not doing none of that. No. Because I believe in the game. I'm a pure fan of believing in the pure game itself and being real.
Yeah, we
playing
wouldn't
the
take
game.
it that far.
And we-
But I'm saying,
yeah.
but milking them for money that's pennies to them
But we
because they
seen
making
the scam
trillions and
Newtons.
trillions.
We've seen the
Fuck
scam
that.
Newtons America.
Fuck that.
We've seen the scam Newtons.
Again, that's part of the business. But again, letting your
We've
players
seen the deflate
dictate
gate.
how your team's going to run,
America.
that's not good for the game, man. It's really not. It's really not good for the game because again, I lose it when players start talking like that and do that, man. It's like, man, damn, I really like that, but I'm disappointed now because now they just went over there. It's kind of like how nothing different than the NBA when they jump ships just to win championships. You know what I'm saying? And building programs or whatever. These guys, they leave, and I'm not mad at the fact of the money. It's because of the way the system is. You know what I'm saying? It's the way the system's set up for them to do it like that. There's no
You hate to see your
framework.
team. You hate to see your team broke
I
up.
hate to see any team because everybody says it's leveling the playing field, but I truly believe it's still going to be who can ever offer the biggest bag. And the smaller, medium schools like the South Carolinas in that particular program is not going to be able to benefit from
We
that.
got that bad.
You're not going to be able to.
We got that bad.
Then why are you still only getting 3 and 4 star players in the transfer portal? Why is there no 5-star players?
Because first of all, you already know what time we are. All right, if you don't fit the system, like I was just talking about, they not letting you come to this motherfucker anyway. We care about tradition out this bitch more than we care about chips. I'm gonna keep it a band with you.
Well, no,
If it ain't a traditional one, we don't want it.
that's because winning championships hasn't become a tradition.
I don't believe
You
it.
have to build that
I don't
program
believe
for
in that. What I believe.
Y'all better act
they
like
got
y'all
that
know
shit
where we
set up.
at.
We always taking the bullshit loss.
For sure.
It's always.
You see, they trying to cheat. They always trying to do it dirty. Cause where we at? Remember where we at now.
That's why I said, and those players are not going to benefit. You fuck around and you
Right.
recruit.
Right.
Just like I said, y'all getting these 4 and 5 star
we
players.
had a few.
Let South Carolina be mediocre and watch some of them. If them 4 or 5 star players, like you think Jadeveon Clowney would have stayed at South Carolina if the NIL was NFL?
For a year. And then he would have went jump ship.
And guess what? That doesn't piss you off as a fan.
No, because you see them go and get their money before they get injured in college football and then can't get no money.
Like I'm about to say, because they did Lattimore fucking dirt.
Yes, sir. Lattimore.
He should have got an NIL.
Yeah, somebody should have compensated him something.
For sure.
They tried to give him a couple of commercials.
They gave him a day and whatnot, but nah, they should have cashed him out.
Yeah, they should have took care of him.
They should have cashed him out.
And it's fucked up. But at the same
But
time,
is that for every player?
But let me ask
No,
you,
Is that every player though?
No,
Why not? Just because they worked them harder?
Yeah, for sure.
No, that should be the whole team, right?
No.
Yeah.
That's why they fought for insurance on pro football and all that
any
shit.
player in
So you
college-
got to have that same option for
Any
those
player
boys.
that-
But you
college
ran the
that
man
played
so
medical.
hard that he can't even use his legs no more. Not that he paralyzed, but he can't
You
use
should
them
have
the way
had
he
you
do.
should have had insurance on.
What the school
The
does.
insurance
The
on
school
your
carried
legs?
everything on that. He didn't have. You know, well, I mean, they paid for all of his medical bills. You don't pay a single as an athlete when you're in school. It's just like anything else.
Yeah, no,
In
I
high
get
school,
that.
Well,
But
how
you
you
know what I'm
gonna
saying?
live?
How
How
you
you
gonna
gonna
live?
live? How you gonna
In the
live?
words of the
Yeah,
words of the Grinch, the child mentioned a check. You supposed to get a check for that.
I
If
agree.
you gonna
Well-
fuck my legs up and I'm supposed to go to the league, but I don't because y'all ran me crazy, y'all supposed to give me a check. The child mentioned something about a check.
If you look at it that way,
For sure.
If you look at it that it's South Carolina's fault.
How many getting done like that?
Huh?
How many getting done like that?
How is it
You
about?
gonna run me 30 times
There's some
in a
some
quarter?
schools that'll run
Every
that.
quarter?
Yeah,
There's some
they
schools that do
doing
it all
like-
week long. You know what I'm saying? It's not
But-
unusual to do that.
Well, is it
What's-
respectful to send me a bag if I fuck myself up? Running on your time?
Well, goddamn, you got the damn. If you did that, then you have to
Yeah,
put that for every
for
fucking
everybody.
player. Every
Everybody.
player, if you're gonna do that, because it's no more different than an
It's-
offensive lineman.
It's more different. I'm gonna say this. It's more different for receivers, quarterbacks, and running backs.
I tried to get you a check, Lattimore.
No, I'm telling you,
It's
there's
more
no more.
different for and to a safety. All them
There's nobody else.
linemen doing the stationary shit. They should not have to carry the same insurance as these boys out here.
No, it's
juking and
completely
then-
opposite. But if you go back and look at it, there's more offensive linemen with leg injuries than there is any other
Because they
position.
heavyweight. They got
Yeah,
a lot
they-
of weight on their legs.
Yeah, they hurt their legs. If you look at any lineman, how many of them got knee braces
They
on?
got a lot of weight on their legs.
So they get hurt more than any other position in anywhere in football. They get hurt more.
Niggas wasn't moving the goalpost, but he was moving the needle, bro. They ran him every time for a reason, because I'm going to get 5 yards.
Well, goddamn, if
Every
you're
damn
a
time.
head coach and you have a player like Marcus Lattimore on your team, what would you do?
Run his ass.
Would you throw the ball?
No,
Yeah,
the
I'm gonna throw
the
that
part
shit.
that
I'm
the
running.
part
It's
we
gotta be
agree.
a
But
natural
I'm
guy.
saying
Smith.
at the end, when I get injured and fuck my career, there's supposed to be a check.
That's what makes a
I'm
championship
supposed
team.
to get a
This
check.
is what's
How
gonna
many
make a
before him
championship
came
team.
that didn't get
It's
that
got to
same
be a
thing?
balance, a running game,
How close
and,
did they get us?
and through the air.
What do you mean how
It's got to
close
be a
they get?
balance.
Bro, that's
You're not
that's
a
our golden
championship
age.
team. If
Huh?
you got
That's our
one.
golden age around this bitch.
Yeah, but he didn't get you to no national championship.
But that's
Nowhere
our
close.
golden age. But it was no national championship around then.
Bullshit.
Tannehill
Ooh,
National
what?
championship's been around
Rose
forever.
Bowl.
in
No,
contention.
the BCS
In
national
contention, I
championship's
think.
always been
Oh.
around.
I think when we was last time we was in contention was like Tannehill, I believe.
For the national?
Personally. But when it made to the
Spurs.
Outback Bowl,
Tannehill.
was it the Outback Bowl?
Spurs.
Yeah, he wasn't a quarterback then, was he?
Was it? Shit, I don't know.
Those were good. Those were good when y'all went to the Outback Bowl like 3 years in a row. That was with Lou Holtz.
Trying to know.
Yeah, Lou
I
Holtz.
believe it was.
Lou Holtz had a better coaching record than Spurrier did.
Yep.
Y'all
In
ain't
Carolina.
Listen, I don't fuck with Spurrier.
Because it was on some
around for the
bullshit.
But
Golden
again,
years.
but hold on.
He was sent. He was destroyed.
This is what
he
I
was
say.
sent from Clemson, right? He was sent from Clemson to
They
North
know
Carolina.
they kicked him out of the golf court club for talking reckless, and that's how he was like, "Then fucking, I ain't coaching."
Who?
When he left
Spurrier?
Spurrier. That's my theory
The
around.
Spurs
that.
at Clemson, right?
No.
No,
No.
he come from
Florida.
over there. Yeah, over
No,
there.
Spurrier came from Florida.
What's
He
up?
retired in Florida. He won a championship in Florida. But that's the thing. Again, like I said, it does depend on where you go and the type of
Bitch ass
program you
nigga.
got. You take a Spurrier that won a national championship and was the fucking GOAT at Florida. You go back and look at Florida, they're going to tell you Spurrier was their best coach they ever had at Florida. Ever in school history.
Fuck Steve
And he
Spurrier.
comes to Clemson, South Carolina, and he does nothing. You see what
Right,
I'm saying?
right.
I tell you what the nigga
So
did.
here's my thing. Just like I said with this DeBoer dude coming from Washington. You see what I'm saying? He's not coming to a mediocre program.
Right.
That's just all of a sudden garbage.
He's
gonna have to damn run that
assistant coach.
Yeah, he's gonna. Well, when he comes into Alabama, he's taking a program that's already top notch, premier as it is. He's gonna have to run that into the ground.
What you want me to do, Daddy?
Not taking shit.
What you want me to do, Daddy? From the skybox.
There you go. Right,
but he's
that nigga gonna always be in. He gonna have a college earpiece, and then he gonna have that Nick Saban earpiece on the other ear.
What you want me to do, Daddy? From the skybox.
That I read today too was that Saban really wants to be on the ESPN's thinking about putting him on for College Game Day. Shit, how like Lee Corso's getting so old.
He gonna talk his shit.
He gonna come in and be like a Lee Corso or whatever.
He about to run it up. He about to talk his shit. He about to let y'all niggas know. Hey,
I mean, think about it.
I'm done coaching. I can tell you niggas how great I am.
He said if he can. He said he's not against the NIL or the transfer portal.
He's just capping like a motherfucker.
No, he said the fact of the matter is, he said the way it is, there's no framework with it. You know what I'm saying? It's just set up like the Wild Wild West. Anybody can do it anytime they want, as long as that portal's open. Fucking go ahead.
That's how I feel about the national championship.
But it's not. There's no framework to say. You know, okay, there's stipulations. You know, if you do take this NIL deal with my team, this NIL deal comes with you staying at the school for 2 years. You see what I'm saying? Instead of the school working up this $1 million NIL deal to get you on, and you just jump ship and leave next year. Kind of like how they did with Dabo. They kind of knew Dabo, like, we're going to sign you and we'll pay you. But you can't go to Alabama because we know that that's really where your head coaching job really wants to be. You see what I'm saying? So it's kind of like that. It's like, you know, if I'm going to pay you $1 million, if I got these players and I'm going to invest all these millions, you should be required to at least stay two years or so. You should sign some kind of contract when you with the school.
Right.
Come in.
But think about it on the other half of the ticket.
You shouldn't come in and make all this money in the school, put you on and put you out there and get you paid just for you to jump ship and leave.
If you see something better, if you see a better coach and you that school, you're supposed to be like, okay, I'm going to pay him out his contract, but we're going to let him go.
For sure.
But you be ready to pay him his contract.
Yeah, just like you have to do the coaches. If you got to buy them out their contracts, you just have to buy these kids out of their contracts from the schools that they got signed with the school.
That'd be hard. Which is players are still. I mean, the colleges still do it. I'm telling you, they print money.
Huh?
Colleges print money. They're gonna still. They still buy you out.
It has to be at a certain level because again, do you think SMU school has just as much money as Georgia? Nope. Alumni and shit that they can pay their kids.
Nope.
So okay. You see what I'm saying? So that's where there has to be some kind of a cap.
That's why I understand why people like Nick Saban them is upset. Cause nigga, you still in the top 10 of the running. You ain't nobody got more money than Alabama out there.
Texas, I mean, there's schools. Texas,
that's
Georgia,
got money, but they don't got money like Alabama.
But they could pay top notch players to come to their school like that. That's why he's saying there should be at least a cap.
That's what generated Alabama money.
If
Alabama was like everybody else, but that streak of winning, it kept bringing money into the city.
Yeah. So. Oh yeah. That's what's helped them because all they did was take that money and flip it back into their facilities. You look at their facilities and what they've done. That shows a lot too.
Man. Yeah, how many people they send into the NFL?
Unbelievable amounts. I mean,
so
I can't call numbers off.
The players want to take that train ride.
Yeah, you would think. And like I said, it's just, you know, how is that fair to a South Carolina State?
Man,
wanting to build their program.
Running, bro.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. How just on an equivalent level of a smaller school that can't afford to
I think we should play
and build their program.
I think we should. I don't know what happened to that. Why we don't play state every year? We should play state every year
because it's almost a right now. It probably would be a good game.
We should play state every year. I wouldn't give a damn how the roster stacked up, but I would make that in-house money.
SC State's got to
They still rob it.
Yeah, but they just got to get their. They got to get their program up and their school up and their attendance up to be on a level of being able to recruit.
It don't matter. I'm gonna play them anyway.
I mean, you could you could do that as long as just like Alabama puts Mercer on their schedule. You could put that like Alabama could put I don't know if they could put them on there because they're not. Are they Division 1 team? Are they a
Tell them
Division 1
niggas
team or a
holler at
Division
us
2
in the
team?
scrimmage.
If they're not a Division 1, 2, they might not get a play.
Tell them holler at us in summer league if they
Either
want to
way.
play.
You would like to
I would like to see that.
see them play NC State versus them playing Old Dominion.
Come
Yeah,
on, man.
All day.
All day.
I agree with that
State.
because guess what?
Y'all just
State's
want to
in
see
the
State get shitted on.
Huh?
Y'all just want to see State get shitted on.
But I mean, wouldn't you rather pay NC State versus Old Dominion
Yep.
if you're
Yes,
talking
that's
money
state
wise?
I said it earlier. I said it.
And you already played Clemson, so that's
That's
your other
in-state money.
non-conference game right there. And you keeping all the money in the state. 2 out of your 3 non-conference games is in state.
I don't know why y'all keep mentioning these niggas like they cool, bro.
Who?
Clemson.
And Clemson.
Ain't
you can't
nobody
knock
said
them.
nothing about Clemson.
I heard
We
Clemson.
don't want Clemson.
I listen. I'm a little drunk,
don't
but I
like-
heard a lot of stuff. But I heard Clemson
I don't
piqued
like-
my ears.
I don't
and
personally like Clemson because of them and the Alabama rivalries or whatever.
Dabo Sweeney a hoe, bro.
But at the same time,
Come on, anybody can
I
see
can't
it.
knock good. I mean, they did their thing in their time frame.
You got something in that bottle?
No, it's not.
They
It's
did their
not.
thing in their time frame.
That was Mason.
Gentlemen,
I was
we've gone longer than the last 30 minutes on this
So,
next one as
we did.
usual.
Whoa.
So, with that being said, I'm going to leave the floor to you guys for your shout outs. I got the P America. And I'm going to go ahead and start off with a Millie Hustle.
Shout out to Jesus.
Don't walk in the bathroom with the microphone.
Shout out
This
to
time,
my son. Shout out to the Gamecocks. Beamer. We know you doing it, buddy. Shout out to the music we got cooking up and it's coming.
You see we about
Let me take my glasses off.
Make sure you see shit clearly.
Yeah, no,
said
done
the old Smokey got him.
I'm
The old
done.
Smokey got him.
I'm done being professional, so I'm giving my shout outs. So I can take the glasses off.
Smoky Top.
Yeah.
And we got more.
We on the mountaintop of old Smokey.
We got more BDF music coming for you. We got the VDF Volume 6, Family Ties, and that's from the 803 to the 205. We got people coming from all over Carolina dropping heat. We got people coming from all over Alabama dropping heat. For sure. And I want to give a shout out to the crew. Mixtapes. Every month I'm dropping something. So we're gonna be outside on the music and I want you to be a part of the influence with us. So we going in. Come on in. And shout out to the show, man. We back in full effect. Shout out to whoever made this.
Old Smoky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was crazy. I don't usually
Straight out of
like
Tennessee. Straight out of Gatlinburg, Tennessee. Old Smoker Distilleries, you know, little moonshine, that white lightning.
White light.
They got the blue over here. We ain't
Blue
pop that again.
flames.
You gotta take this shit slow. Don't be fast about it.
Anything called Blue Flames.
Oh, hold on. I got 2 more shout outs. Shout out to my moms. And shout out to your hoe, Nick. That's it.
Bam. There it is.
America.
There's a shout out.
Love
to
you,
Miller.
America.
Big boost to the beat, Billy. It's on you for yours.
Peace,
sir.
no
As
war.
always, man, you know, I just wish love, peace, and hair grease for America. You know,
Slick that.
you know, let's live together, man. We here. One forever.
On forever. As usual, shout outs from me. It's just the same old saying. Shout out to everybody, man. Hate or love it, the underdogs are on top. You know.
And we gonna shine.
Radio.
Homie into the hard stop. Go ahead
2024.
and beat us.
Full effect. 2024. We're here, y'all.
Happy New Year.
All year
Last Play the
long.
Radio Show.